Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's more Fight Me. We're back. Hello.
What's
Hi.
up, man?
It's been too long. It's been way too
It
long.
has been too long.
I
I know
feel
you've been
like-
busy.
I know. I got busy. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't give me a bad grade on my homework because it's late. Okay. I gotta get back in the Guilty Gear goodness. How's things been going for you? I've watched a handful of events you've been a part of, as well as a bunch of tournaments. How's your online tournament streak going?
Things been going good. We're at 79 tournaments, so we're doing pretty darn good.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say overall pretty excited. I don't know if you caught today's announcement. But there was a new fighting game that got announced.
Which one was it?
Nickelodeon All-Stars.
Yes. I saw that. We covered that today.
Yeah.
Who's going to be your fighter of choice?
I mean, I'm waiting for my man Quail Man to come out. You feel me?
Dude, I'd love to see some Quail Man in there. There's such a ginormous amount of characters they could pull from for that, right? Like, just an absurd amount of characters they could do. I want some Pete and Pete in there, some all that, maybe some Good Burger people, like throw some.
Oh, so you think they're gonna put some real life characters?
I don't know. They could.
Explains it all.
They could. Yeah, get some Clarissa in there. That'd be hilarious. That'd be a little bit weird.
Olmec from Hidden Temple. Maybe make that as a stage.
That could be a stage, yeah. And no one wins on that stage because no one ever beat the Legend of the Hidden Temple. That was the.
Oh, you mean like?
Yeah. No one won on that. It was the hardest game show of all time. No one won. I don't think I ever saw someone win.
No, I've seen people win before, but there's no way that's the hardest game show.
It was
like the hardest game show is that one. What's that one with the slime? Where like you have to go through like so many 50 obstacle courses and slime just falls on you.
Yeah, that had we were talking about not Doug Summerlin. What was his name? What was the host name? God damn it. Mark? Was it Mark?
I don't remember.
Mark Summers.
I felt like
I think it was Mark Summers. And he was on wasn't Wild and Crazy Kids, but it was around that same time. What the hell was the name of that show?
It was, I think, is it Double Dare? Something Dare?
It was Double Dare. It was Double Dare. That's what it was.
Double Dare?
Yeah.
Okay.
No one.
I think that show was hard because you have to do the one. There was one where you have to get the flags, right?
Yeah, the flags. It was the hardest. It was so hard,
bro. You ain't getting the flag out that nose. You trying to pick that nose? You're not getting the flag out that nose.
I remember that damn nose. It took him so long, dude. No one ever got it. Yeah.
All right. But besides that, Guilty Gear Strive. I know you've been, you've been busy. So you were telling me that you have some concerns. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like we did in the prior 2 weeks. I kept my fighting game notebook healthy, and anytime I would have issues or would stumble upon things that I didn't have answers for, I would jot it down. So we have that to go by. I also found myself answering, I would go back and reread the notes that I put down after and think, oh wait, I could just do this. And then I did that in the following session, and it worked out. I definitely am a big fan of the green shell, whatever that faultless defense, whatever the technical
faultless
term.
Defense,
yeah. That in the corner has been a lifesaver. If I get stuck in a corner, I can just kind of, hold down back and get someone off me after I block a couple of times. Yeah, that's been nice. I grabbed the PC version of the game. We were talking about that in DMs. Feels like I'm playing a completely different game. I also let you know before we started today that I currently play the PS5 version in 4K on a 4K monitor I didn't include this, but it's also through a switcher. It's on a splitter. So there's probably a bunch of latency being introduced that's not good. It's probably causing a ton of issues, but this is the weighted whatever it's called sequence.
It's like Dragon. It's like Naruto or Dragon Ball, where you have the weighted close.
Weighted close. There you go. Yeah. I'm playing hard mode, and then I'm gonna take them off when I go to a tournament, and we'll be good. It'll be so much better.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely is. You would definitely feel a difference if you're playing on let's say PS5, plus you're adding a splitter, and then you're also playing on 4K monitor. Because I know there was issues with 4K on at least the PC version. when the game first came out. I'm not sure if they patched it or not, but I do know it caused issues for sure. But I overall think though, like this kind of like concern that you're having is probably just because you're not playing on them.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because like when it comes to fighting games, like when you have like this knowledge and you're like learning, you kind of want to keep doing it, right? If you stop doing it, eventually you kind of go back to kind of like wait what you personally just learned.
Yep.
Right. And I think that's kind of the thing is you just need to play more, and I think you also just need to play more, just more people just pointing out things as well.
Right. Yeah. Most of my, if not all of my time with this game has been playing, random people on the ladder, or on the tower or whatever you want to call it, the matchmaking equivalent. And I definitely noticed, like, after taking 3 or 4 days off of just not even playing the game, last week when I was messing around with my office and painting and whatnot, I definitely came back and was like, I was in the middle of a match and it's like, oh, right, I need to overhead RC. Like that's a game changer. Started doing that, went a little bit more. I can do the like dolphin red RC, but then after that, I'm not necessarily sure like what to lead that into besides like a close strike heavy or down heavy dolphin to get them into the corner. And so I think it's also just, I feel in a lot of ways, and I know the answer is just play more. I feel in a lot of ways though that I'm kind of doing the same thing over and over and over. And like sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. And I don't know enough to like switch to something else to find success in that. Usually the times usually the times that I'm like having the worst time in terms of difficulty of who I'm fighting, it's people that just like, I played a Potemkin for an example, maybe yesterday or I think it was last night. Potemkin literally just walked straight forward. Like just walk straight forward. And I was so scared because like if I would jump at him with like with a heavy or something, and he would like grab me in the air and do that nonsense, and like I would Tutsugeki towards him and he would just do the like hand clap thing in the center. So I don't know if I was just completely like outclassed from a skill level, or if he had just like fought a shit ton of Meis and knew exactly what to do against someone who plays Mei like I do. But I just had a bad time against that. So
yeah. So I think in that perspective, you just probably were just really scared, because I know you are scared of the character. Just because he's big, he comes out really fast. So when he's walking forward and he's just doing like the forward punches, which is like the kind of like the praise symbol where it would beat your dolphins.
Yeah.
I would say he's not reacting to it. It's more of like he's just doing it preemptively because he knows that you're going to do it in that situation.
Right.
And if you want to stop, and in order for you to stop that, you just let him do it, right? And once you let him do it, there's a recovery process of him. Yeah, a window, and then you can punish him for whiffing like these big normals, because a lot of his stuff that he does throw out, you can actually just whiff punish him completely. And I think that's something that you need to learn. Is understanding how to whiff punish specific things. Think of it as like when you're whiffing Mei's like crouching heavy slash, and you know that there's so much recovery on that. It's like you just stay there on the floor forever,
right?
And then people have the option to punish you. Think of that as the same thing, but against a move that has like less recovery.
Yeah.
Right. So that's one thing you want to look at. But how about let's play some games, right? Yeah. I'll rotate some characters, and then we can just to kind of get your hands warm, right? Get your hands warm,
totally,
and then realize pretty much this is what you could be doing and stuff like that. Because I think overall, like we went through like just training sessions on like what you need to learn, how to practice it, but we also haven't really played too many games, I would say.
Right. Cool. All right, let's jump into it then.
Yeah. Are you ready? So I'm gonna play Potemkin. Don't be scared.
Now, it was only the only like Potemkin I've had just literally walk towards me was this Potemkin, and I was nervous as shit the entire time. I didn't know what to do. It was terrifying.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
And don't forget, you can't press a button after the S version of the dolphin.
Oh, right, right. I went to block there. I thought you were gonna grab me.
Oh, see, a lot of people think about the grab.
I think because it's just grab, because it's so scary.
Yeah, so a lot of times, nice, good anti-air. Nice. Oh, you could have had the RC there.
Yeah. I was honestly trying to command grab. That move is crazy, by the way. I've seen so many Potemkins do that move, and it's just like, holy shit, that just did so much damage.
Yeah, that move, it's very scary because it causes a stagger stance. Right? It causes a stagger stance if you block it, but it also puts them in a position where they can guess on the command grab or not. So if you want to avoid that, you have to know when he can press it. So he obviously could do it on your wake up on recovery if you don't have meter. If you have super, you can just wake up super and beat that every single time. Yeah, so the one thing you have to realize is you are very scared on wake up, so you don't really block too much.
Yeah, I usually down back, but then I press a button like an idiot.
Yeah,
like I'm blocking, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I'm charging.
No, I mean you could block while charging, but just don't press a button while you're blocking.
Right.
Like a lot of times, if you just sit there after a knockdown and just block, I'm pretty sure your win ratio will just go a lot higher, because then you won't lose X amount of life. Right?
Yeah, I just won't automatically get hit by something.
Yeah. Nice. There you go. Oh, nice. Oh, you missed the combo.
Dropped it.
Well, but you're still plus though, so it's good.
Oof.
Oh, you could have killed me.
How's that?
Nice.
Oh, by a throw? When you were...
No, so when you get counter hit, if you did like crouching slash into Dolphin, it would have been enough.
Oh, just a little bit extra more damage.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been stopping myself from immediately doing that and trying to go for the throw, because it's just a little bit more extra damage.
Yeah. You just have to be careful because the people can mash out of that.
Right.
Nice. Jump out.
Oof. I do that jump in so often.
Yeah, you do. So a lot of times you want to try to check people, like see if they can react fast enough. So sometimes you want to just dash and block and do nothing.
And just see how they respond.
Yeah, see how they respond. So, because if you see someone that doesn't anti-air, then like you know that you can just abuse air dash forward, heavy slash. And then also, I would say your air dashing is still a little high, so you're not getting like it low enough in that.
Oof, that move is absurd.
No, that move is really good. Yeah, that
has
move is
crazy
really, really
reach. Like
Yeah.
I never think that I'm gonna be grabbed when it goes off.
The crazy part about it is that in the older games, that was actually a grab, so you can't block that.
Oh, okay.
Now you could block in the air. Yeah, you see, you gotta be careful with that. Nice, there you go. Okay, go for the throw. Oh, you missed the throw timing.
Yeah, I still have not gotten that throw timing down that well.
Oh, the Roman cancel would help there. So you see how much meter you have?
Yeah,
you have
I
so
never
much
know
meter.
like what to do with it apart from that.
So think of it as like anytime you have meter and you can't open up somebody, use the dolphin. Like when you Totsugeki,
And just try
use
to get it
Totsugeki.
connect.
Yeah, no, you could just use Totsugeki and just Roman cancel, hit or block.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Because it might open
Right,
them
just-
up if you go down heavy.
It might
after
open
that.
them up. Well, it just might open them up, and you also continue your pressure.
Sure. Okay.
Right? Because if you do as Totsugeki, you have to back off, right?
Right.
So if you back off, you actually lose your offense, your turn, your momentum. But if you use Roman cancel and to make it safe, and then also make it plus, you're able to continue your attack from there. So I would say I just want you to use more of your tension meter, and because obviously you use the tension meter for the overhead,
Right.
but you wouldn't use it like as common when you like from anywhere else. Right, your most common usage of using it is from just overhead because that's what you've been doing, right? But you want to add more into your game, right? Different ways to Roman cancel.
Sure.
Because it's pretty much like an infinite possibility like mechanic. It makes magic happen. You can even do it from like a normal, right? If you whiff like let's say two heavy slash. Right, you can use that to like make it safe. If you know you missed it.
Oh, I went for the grab right there as well. That happens a lot, and I often wonder if it's like me just missing the timing of the throw.
Oh yeah, usually, if anything, you probably miss time throw. If you're getting thrown. And you're not pressing grab fast enough, and the other opponent is pressing it before you.
I definitely did not mean. I did not naturally input that.
No, but you did Dolphin RC, which is great. As long as you use the move more.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what I want you to use. I want you to use the tension meter more because it's literally everything. Like you shouldn't have.
Full tension
100%.
and die.
Yeah. You shouldn't have full tension die. You shouldn't have full tension for more than like 5 seconds. Nice. See, in the corner, you should always go for the command grab.
Yeah, because it bounces.
Yeah, you get the guaranteed combo from there.
Yeah. I definitely don't have the confidence to like make sure that input is always 100% yet, even though I've spent so much time in doing it.
Yeah, but you should just go for it anyway, just to recognize that you go for stuff like that.
Sure.
Nice. See, look at that. You look at your bar.
Yeah, I just looked at it right after I did that dolphin.
Nice. Yeah, and then after you do the heavy one right there.
Yeah.
After you do the heavy one there, you do the S dolphin to make you travel faster.
Just to get over to the side. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oof. Yeah, you whip that big normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also against Potemkin, if you're fighting against him, you can also throw like the walrus, the volleyball, as well if we're like far away. Yeah, use the punch. I think the kick version to make it go farther.
Oh right. The input's still not super fluid for me. Uh-oh. Yep. I saw that when I was down back and I was like, he's about to grab me. And then you inched just a tiny bit closer so you didn't whiff it.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of those characters that you're like, you always want to hold up against.
Always just jump on wake up, yeah.
Anytime I fight Potemkin, I always rather take the combo, then eat the command grab. I refuse to eat the command grab.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. Nice. Oh, you should have done the heavy dolphin right there.
What, it's a staggered, or you just in general?
Yeah, after the stagger of the forward heavy punch, that's when you want to use the heavy dolphin because they can't counter it there.
Right.
Anytime you're in if you make an opponent in a stagger stance, there's more block stun involved.
Oh, I didn't have charge held.
Nice, there you go. That's good. Get that information.
Oh, what was that crap? Oh my god, I went to jump right there. God, I should have bursted.
Oh, you tried. Did you miss the throw input?
Yeah,
there?
I went to throw forward and I was too far away, so it didn't go off. So it
no,
dusted.
you
or did
hit
I
a
hit
different
up?
direction.
Okay, that might have just been a misinput then.
Yeah, I think you hit down forward. Down forward. You have to hit forward or back to get the grab with. Nice, nice. Oh, you
I was
missed it.
thinking you're gonna RC. Or not RC, burst, I meant.
Oh, you think I was gonna burst?
Yeah, I was waiting for the block.
Oh, even if I bursted there, I would, and you press the button, I would have bursted.
Oh, okay.
Like, you wouldn't be able to block it. Nice.
Oh, that just auto grabbed me.
Yeah.
It didn't
that's
even
an
like show
grab.
the animation. Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
That's because he flies up in the like diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's that double hit. I have I've found success when people do the hammer or whatever the fuck when he gets the it's whenever he gets the like armor.
Yeah.
Where if I'm in the air and I dash at them and they go to do it, if you dolphin right afterwards, you can actually like get through the guard or the armor that he gets from it.
Yeah. So armor, he only has one armor hit.
Yeah, yeah. So the first one
so
comes in from the air, and then if I dolphin fast enough, it'll like stop his next. Stop the actual attack.
It'll stop the attack.
Yeah.
It's also very scary to do, to try to do that because if you miss time, then obviously you get punched out, right?
Right.
So what I would just do is just kind of like block it and then punish it on block because it's punishable on block.
Right.
Right. Or if someone does a full screen, you grab it, right? So that's something we discussed about.
Oof. Was that a low right there? And I just was not blocking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you were walking back.
Yeah. Will that flick always knock back that much?
Yep.
Jeez.
The flick is really good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's probably one of his best moves, for sure. I don't think a lot of people use it that much just because they just want to kind of like get a guaranteed damage. Okay, there you go. Break the wall.
I didn't have the charge both times. Oh. I think I dash back.
Yeah. If you dash back when I think about challenging, I'm gonna get you right there.
Yeah. Dashing as much as I dash way too much. Like even when I jump, my automatic button muscle memory is just like, oh yeah, you got to dash. Like the amount of times I double jump is so bad.
Yeah, the double jump, doing fast double jump is not great. I would say what you do is jump and then delay jump for the second one to see what your opponent's gonna do.
Sure.
Right, and then also nothing wrong with backdashing. I think that there's nothing wrong with like mashing on backdashing. It's more of just like you kind of want to like make sure you know that if your opponent is good with anti-airs or not, that you press a button or not press a button. Nice. That was good first.
Oof. I'm dead. What's that input on that grab? Out of curiosity.
It's a dragon punch motion, so it's tap forward, then down forward. Alright, let me pick another character. Yeah, so I would say, I think movement-wise, you were doing good, and then also obviously, like I said, you're very comfortable with doing overhead.
Yeah, I overhead weight. I feel like I need to start doing. Like I practice the motion enough to dolphin. It's just my brain isn't fast enough to think, oh right, I need to put my hand over in this position to hit this button. Because I don't actually, I still macro everything for my RC rather than like doing it the other way you can.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just that you just need to it's a different timing issue. I would say when you're doing it, you're still getting like purple RCs, or you're doing it super late.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure you do it like automatically. Like literally, when the dolphin hits, you just hit roaming cancel over the middle. And I think you should just add that into your like muscle memory on hit or block, just so you can get used to it. In my opinion.
Right.
But don't worry about like if you wasted the meter. It's more of just like you just wanted to do it.
Anji, by the way, probably my least favorite matchup this entire game.
Why?
I've played so many Anjis where I get into a corner and it just goes bad. It just goes awful. I feel like I get comboed so often.
Yeah, Anji, the thing is you just have to know how to block him, right? Because everything goes into this Fujin mix-up right here.
Right. No, that I get comboed by that literally nonstop.
Yeah, so you just have to know how to avoid it. So one, let's say, just sit there. So he has four things. So block low. So if I do this, right, they're gonna go for a grab afterwards usually, right?
Right.
So anytime you see the hop, you just get ready to grab. And if you grab first, you'll punish me. So you can punish that.
Gotcha.
This one, if you block that, just do dolphin, S dolphin right away.
There's enough recovery.
Yeah, you could punish me. Just do S dolphin right away.
Oh. Now I can't do it at all.
So what?
Now you got me on the spot. Go ahead.
Well, you're doing heavy. You gotta press S.
Oh, for some reason I thought that meant strong. That's why I wasn't coming out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so watch. So block the sweep and then do S.
Well.
A little faster.
It's gotta be faster. Yeah.
Yeah, see? That's a punish, right?
Yeah.
So that's a punish. So you can always punish that. And then you have this one, which is probably his safest option, but he doesn't really get a mix-up afterwards.
Gotcha.
But what you can do is if you have a super, you can do super. Like you can do the Orca super.
Oh.
If you see him go in the air like that.
Oh, it'll just connect. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotta input it fast enough.
Yeah, you just have to do it. So what you want to do is I could just tell.
There we go.
You're doing the motion, while like you're doing the motion after you block. What you want to do is you start doing the motion while you're blocking.
Right. Okay.
So while if you block Fujin, you should already doing quarter circle back.
On the first hit or the second hit where he's in the... You're saying...
First hit.
Okay, so before he even throws the little projectile thing, because you'll interrupt that with your super and it will connect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while you're blocking the first hit of the Fujin, you should just do quarter circle back.
Okay.
And then the overhead is it's the slowest move, and also it's like obviously if he hits you with it, he gets a really big reward. But you could super punish it on block. You could definitely one of those things where it's something that if you block it, you get a free combo, right? So it's rare that they go for the overhead, and if they do, they're kind of like maniacs at this point. Nice.
I was late. I didn't think it was gonna connect.
Yeah, you just hit the wrong button. If you did just heavy slash instead of forward heavy slash, you would have got the combo.
Oh.
And another thing there, you should always hold down back.
Right, no, I was holding down back and I thought the combo was over, and then you had 3 more hits. I think that's just like player knowledge.
Yeah, so anytime you see Fujin, always hold down back first.
Okay.
And then react to the overhead. Since the overhead's slower, you should be able to react to the overhead much better. See?
Yeah.
You're standing up. You gotta definitely just crouch block there. Yeah, so you just hold down and just wait for your opportunity. Because if you do down back, it covers 3 options. It covers 3 options from the Fujin mix.
I think it's also just like not knowing which is, in terms of just not playing them enough and not playing the game enough, I'm not sure which one is the actual overhead in terms of seeing it and realizing like, oh, this is the overhead combo, or oh, this is all down back.
Right, so this is the overhead.
It's right? when
he does that little spin and then hits you on top of the head.
Oh, okay. That's the yellow.
So that's
green.
Yeah, that's the overhead. This is his slowest move, right? That's his slowest move, and then this is his like the blue one, right? Is the one that most people will go for because everyone assumes that the overhead is coming, right? So because everyone assumes the overhead is coming, then like everyone gets hit by the low a lot, and they go into the Roman cancel. The only time people will go for the overhead is if they see this, and if it doesn't hit, then they'll go Roman cancel for safety.
Yeah.
So I would say the overhead obviously is the most dangerous one, but it's also the most riskiest one. Because if you block the overhead, you actually get a full punish. But if you hold down back, for example, you actually cover this option, and you cover this option, and you also can counter this option. The only option that it doesn't cover is the overhead, which you need to be blocking standing.
Right.
But you know, it's kind of like risk and reward, right? You want to make sure that you rather take, like, since there's 4 options, you rather take the option that can handle 3 and all the 4 mixes.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just have to be very worried, like wary in the corner where the overhead could happen, and if anything, be ready to punish it, right? I think most of the time people will go for the overhead if they know that like they need some type of miracle comeback, or they know that you are not able to react accordingly.
Right.
But if you let Anji get to your head by giving him the option of choosing low and overhead, then obviously it's going to be a very tough time. And like you said, you just hate fighting this character. Another thing is when he does this.
Yeah.
This obviously stops the game.
It stops a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the
like
thing is,
he'll do it even when I jump in.
Yeah. The thing about it is that the weakness of it has you can grab it. So if you see him twirl, you can grab it.
Right. Well, I need to face you, yeah, like that.
Yeah, right. You can grab it, or let's say if you're far, if you're far and you can't grab it, you can actually Totsugeki at the end of it.
Oh, right. Like right there. Or
Yeah,
even
a little
before
faster.
That?
Yeah.
Right.
See? Boom. It's a guaranteed counter hit there. So because it's a guaranteed counter hit, you get a free combo. Right? So it's just one of those things that, like I said, people cannot react to your S-Dolphin just thrown out at like whatever you want to throw it. It's more of like they only can react to it if your Totsugekis are telegraphed or they are just completely guessing. And I would say 9 out of 10 they are completely guessing. So
right.
it's just that Anji players in general, they're going to go for this move.
Yeah.
They're going to throw it out, and because they're gonna throw this out, it just happens to be like, you throw out the Totsugeki. So don't be discouraged from that. It's just that they do get lucky. But I would say if you notice that the Anji players do go kind of crazy with throwing the teleports, just be ready to push it. Right? That's kind of what I would say. You can also, if anything, if you throw Totsugeki while he's doing the twirl, you can actually tension. You can actually Roma cancel out of that to make
sure.
Yeah, mid parry from the teleport from the twirl against your Totsugeki to make your Totsugeki safe. Even though you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that you could think about using, which would help a lot.
Okay. That makes sense.
Nice. Ooh, that was sick. Yeah, be careful. Challenge him. Nice. Okay.
Oh, I'm definitely...
No, you blocked it. Nice. Yeah, you blocked it.
I got better about not just trying to run up and throw because I know they're always going to push a button. So I usually like run back because they're either going to wake up super.
Block,
yeah.
Yeah, no, you play very good there. So you sat in the corner, you waited the block, right? The one thing about the tension bar is that
it's gonna drain your super.
If you use your tension bar too much, it's gonna hurt. Wait, it's gonna hurt your meter gain. You gotta be worried about that because they're gonna start using that one, for example.
Sure. That happens to me a lot where I'm like, all right, now's probably safe to Totsugeki, and it's never safe because I just don't know the combo strings.
No, yeah. Anytime you see this move,
yeah,
right, just assume that something's gonna come out.
Sure.
So it's up to you to react to what they're gonna do next from the 4 options. Nice, there you go. Good block. See that? That was good defense right there. Just blocking. You didn't give me anything.
Yeah.
So you got greedy there.
After this, remember to ask me what I was going to ask right there after I countered.
Oh, like the counter hit? You did that.
Whoops. Definitely not close. Yeah, I figured the grab was coming. So when I
got the counter hit.
When I got the counter, it was right after Totsugeki, right?
Mm-hmm. No,
sorry. We were near a wall, yeah, and it fucked up the like potential combo off the wall. What's the best course of action after I hit that counter? Is it just like to wait and then go into the combo on the wall? Or
so when you get the counter hit there, when you see like counter as like a giant,
because it messes
right?
up my entire rhythm of like,
Yeah,
oh, I can go to the
it slows
wall
the game down.
Yeah,
it slows the game down. So what you need to do is you have to delay your Totsugeki afterwards. So
just
what
you gotta
you're doing, yeah. So what you're doing is because you're not like you're not used to seeing that counter, so you're assuming that it's not going to say big ass counter, and pretty much you're going to go into the standard Totsugeki like you've normally been doing. But the problem is with that is that if when it does hit counter, it will mess up your Totsugeki where it forces the drop combo.
Right.
You wouldn't be able to hit me with the Totsugeki afterwards because you answered too early. But what I do is when I see it counter hit, like if I know I'm gonna if I'm fishing for a counter hit or if I know it's gonna counter hit, I try to delay cancel. And if I delay the cancel, the Totsugeki will combo because it causes the slowdown. So you have to change your timing for it. So I think once you change your timing for it, you'll be able to combo there.
Sure. So essentially, that boiled down to just play more. Just get used to
it's just more of like being training mode. And putting the game on random guard.
Okay.
You could set the AI up to random guard, and you could also set up it to like random like how it's gonna hit. Like will it be a counter hit? Will it be a normal hit? And then you could visually see like on the scenarios of like what you could have done in that situation.
Right.
Because your eyes just need to get used to it.
Right. Yeah, a lot of it is I'm unsure, and I think most new players are unsure what to like look for.
Yeah.
Essentially. Did we even trade? No, you just hit before.
Yeah, that's I'm telling you, the 6P is the god.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was sick.
So that's also not an overhead, right? It's like little.
No, that's the.
Oh, it is the overhead. That's his soul overhead.
No, it's not overhead.
Oh, it's not. Okay. He has no overhead then, right? Or does he?
His only overhead is the dust.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty vanilla as much anything.
Sure.
He's a very vanilla, solid character.
Sorry, my dog is. I'm trying to see if he's chewing on the cord or himself. Oh, I almost fucking just killed myself.
You jumped in there?
Yeah.
Nice YRC. You're gonna have the combo again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not used to it though, so don't worry about that. I think like I said, just put the computer on random, on random guard, and and random counter state, and you'll be able and practice like the timing for it. You'll be able to see it better. Like the roaming cancel there.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah, you should always go for roaming cancel there. Just because if you get roaming, if you did that, you would have got the wall break there. You got the 100 tension. Nice. Oh, you missed the charge!
I was on the stage. I got nervous. You know, that was the tournament win right there.
Yeah, you missed the charge there. Yeah, sometimes if you YRC, if you know that if the person's gonna block, you can just run up and grab them this way.
Sure. Didn't even mean to dash there. The muscle memory, or the second I jumped, I hit dash, and then I hit heavy. I just wanted to heavy. I just wanted to do that.
And don't forget to air back dash as well into the heavy slash. That's also very good. Yeah, if you air back dash at that point when I dashed in, you would have won there. Oh, you missed it. Well, no, I was in counter hit state, so I was still in hit stun. So if I'm in hit stun, you can't grab me. Nice. Oof. Good job. Ooh.
Oh, I could have come.
Oh, you could have killed me. Yeah. You would have actually killed me.
I meant to burst there. I think my vacation has mixed up my burst because I have them on like these two buttons here, L1 and R2 on the combo. Yeah, I think they might just be too far. Like, because I have
the buttons are pre-pressed.
Yeah, I have to like take my hand, or take. I'm hitting him with my pinky, but it's still far away, and I have to think too much.
Yeah, that's why I like. I mean, the manual presses, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like, because I think like the only macro that you do need is air dash. But like roaming cancels and burst, I personally don't think you need a button for it.
Yeah, I think for like brand new players it makes sense, but now I'm starting to realize that my fingers could be doing other things.
Or if you're playing on pad. If you're playing on pad, then yeah, like those bindings are much easier to get to. Nice.
Oh, that was bad.
No. you gotta kill you. I mean, you might kill me right. Nice burst. That was clutch. Nice.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, when you get the roaming cancel with the dolphin, yeah, that was a instant death combo right there.
Got caught pressing buttons.
Yeah, so the one thing about Kai is that, so obviously, I don't know if you know about his shock state. So you see like that electricity that he puts on you?
Yeah.
So if I do a special move there, while you're in that shock state, it changes my move's properties.
Oh,
so normally, like if you block low, just block low, right? If you press the button there, you would win there, normally. Right, so you press just press let's say crouch kick or crouch punch.
Okay. Oh, you mean after the initial?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You see, I would lose, right? But if I add this move, you see your electricity. That makes my move plus right there.
Ah, okay.
Right, so it's something. Anytime I land this move, or I land fireball or this fireball, it's gonna make this move plus.
Got it.
Well, it's gonna change its property. But if you don't have the electricity on you, then you can press a button afterwards.
Got it. Okay. It's wild to me because I've been playing on PC the past 48 hours. Absolutely wild to me how laggy this feels. Like, and I don't know if that's just in my head because I know, or if that's just like actually real, or a little bit of both. But like, I'll insert a command. It's like, oh, it just came out. All right, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, PC definitely it runs smoother. But yeah, I would say because of the nature of like the fighting game community, most likely tournaments will still be played on PlayStation.
PlayStation, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I got pushed off right there.
You gotta be careful there.
The double whiff.
Yeah, sometimes using the crouching slash might help a lot. Instead of using crouching heavy slash.
Wow, that put me on the other side of you. I was not expecting that.
Nice.
Oh,
you missed the grab there.
Yeah, I let go of my stick, and so it was just dust. Oof. That was me trying to burst, and instead I did.
Blue RC, the same thing. Oh, you just got
the counter.
Wow. Yeah, you just got the overhead.
Yeah.
And also, I think when you just be more aware of your tension meter. Like if you have overhead, if you do overhead, you should only do overhead when you have like.
When you have it, because otherwise you can't do anything, right? It leads into like a little bit of a combo, but.
You can't even combo into it. You can't even combo afterwards. It's
it just won't connect?
Yeah, it just won't connect. Yeah, people could just block afterwards after they get hit by the initial hit. So that's just something that you want to be worried about. Because you don't want to like let people know that, you know, you're just a person that will always fish for those overheads. Right? Because like if I played you and then I never played you before, and then you hit me with the first overhead,
they're always gonna RC
and there's no meter. I'm always gonna think, okay, I'm gonna just realize that he's gonna go for overhead. I'm gonna block high when I see it.
Sure.
Look for it.
I definitely noticed that of the non like the second I overhead, I usually get RC'd pretty much right away nowadays because I think I've set him up for that in prior or subsequent matches.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things where you just want to remember.
Yeah.
You just want to remember that if you don't have tension meter, just do something else. Like go for like a grab or go for like dash up like button into dolphin again.
Yeah.
Right. And another thing is, because I do think like since you get so into the zone, you probably sometimes forget about what your tension meter fit bar looks like.
Right. Yeah. I definitely have a. I was telling my chat this the other day. I don't blink when I play this game. I don't blink enough, and so like after 2 or 3 matches, my eyes start to be very focused on the center, and I don't look where I need to. Leo's still the bane of my existence, by the way.
Oh really? Does he still go over you?
Yeah. He's a pain in the ass. That move right there in particular is crazy.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, what is that, like jumping, just kicked?
Just jumping heavy slash.
Oh,
so
that's
like
jumping heavy, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you did the overhead
I
again.
did it again, yeah. Those were both down, right? That's why, or I mean, sweeps or whatever.
It's a low. Yeah, it's a low.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this is a low, this is a mid, this is the overhead.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the whole time is like anytime you see Leo in the stance, you want to make sure he's not in that stance.
Yeah, get him out of it as soon as possible.
Yeah, get him out as soon as possible because he's a much better character when he's in the back stance.
Right.
So you were like you remember like you have to grab it, right? Do you remember that?
Right.
Nice.
Forgot I can't spam Tutsuki because of his
EP.
Yeah. Oh,
you
was
missed
too
it.
early. I gotta work on the wake up. Yeah, it's a free like, hey, I'm gonna dolphin at you, and then you're gonna block and hit me. I did not do that.
The guard stance. Nice. That was actually pretty solid. That was a good.
Yeah,
string.
that needs to be what happens more often than what normally goes on in the corner with me.
Yeah. But no, yeah, you definitely need to do that move. That one was a super solid good string. Like if you did that string every single time, your win ratio would already go up like much higher than it already is. And then also another thing you could probably do is also if you add more command grabs, mixing up with those strings, that is another huge bump up in win ratio as well. Yeah, so you would have killed me if you did the red roaming cancel right there.
Oh, off of the
dolphin the first time. You hit me with the dolphin.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I need to get into the mindset of doing that.
Yeah, you just have to get used to it. Nice. Just that's dolphin get closer.
I went for the. Oh, right. Nope, I'm going through the wall.
Such an easy combo.
God, so much damage in such rapid succession.
Yeah, in that situation, that one was tough. If you yellow RC there, that would have helped. The Y RC there, that would have helped a lot. It would have stopped my offensive attempt. Okay. A little delay.
Yeah. Oh, I jumped. I went to go for the something, but I hit the wrong button.
Should have went for the anchor. Coming down anchor.
Yeah. Oof. That little down kick that he has, that's the low, is so fast to like poke
the
it.
Sweep?
Yeah, to like poke and start a combo.
Yeah, the sweep is really good. It actually helped. It's actually one of his best moves for sure. Okay, nice.
Oh, I should have delayed it.
A little off. But as long as you're aware, that's the most important part. Because if you're aware, that means you can do improvements.
Right. I'm definitely at that point now where I know what I should be doing, but I don't do it yet.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel.
No. That was sick. Yeah, that's definitely correct. Because like I said, you definitely have. Like I could see just from your gameplay that you have the means to do something else, but you're just so used to doing what you're currently doing, and that takes time, no matter what. Eventually, it's going to carry over, because you're gonna just be like, man, I should be doing this, I should be doing that.
I don't know why I FD'd right there.
Yeah, that you lost your turn.
Yeah.
You lost your turn right there.
I YRC'd and then was like, hey, I'm gonna FD and just like completely just give you a turn.
Yeah, because pretty much it was your turn after you YRC'd successfully.
Yeah.
And then you green guarded, and then that caused me to like get my offense started on you.
Yeah.
Nice. Good charge right there.
Through the wall. Oh. Now for him, is it down, like should I down back or just back for default block against him?
Oh, when he's in the when he's in the back stance?
Yeah.
Okay, so the back stance.
Is it back, go like low end? Yeah.
So this is obviously way faster.
That's so fast, yeah. It's kind of, I guess, whatever they want to decide to do, huh?
Yeah, but the thing is, you should always block low, because you have a higher chance of blocking this on reaction.
Gotcha.
Even though this is also super hard to block, it's probably very hard to block on PS5 personally. But this isn't.
That's just insane. Yeah,
this is completely unseeable. But this, you have a higher chance.
Right.
So I would say, and also after you block the overhead, so block high.
Yeah.
Right after the overhead, you can press a button afterwards. So try to press a button. You see that?
Oh, there's enough wait time between there, recovery or whatever.
So the only thing I can do is try to do the block high. Is after this I go for like a count.
Oh,
right?
in case.
So
they bait it.
So you so you probably expect this a lot after overhead and the counter. But the thing is, if I whiff the counter and you Totsugeki after the recovery, you will counter hit me. So do a Totsugeki after you see the shield go away.
Okay. That was too fast.
Faster.
Yeah.
No, too slow.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to do it like right at the end of it. See, you want it because you want it to be counter hit.
Gotcha. That was too.
Too slow.
Yeah. So like, nope.
Yeah, it's something that you just have to get used to. Once you see the shield first come out, and then it's gonna go away, then you do the Totsugeki.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the travel time.
Yeah, try to do the shield. Try to do the Totsugeki. Literally, like I would say, right after you see yeah, you see that? That was perfect.
Yeah.
And when you see the counter, that means you did it correctly.
Right. Okay.
Right? So that's something you want to just keep in mind, like knowing your options there. But the low, yeah, once you see the low, thing is he has to go into something from the low as well. Nice. Okay.
Is it worth delaying that heavy right there? The last anchor? Like to do this? Or, sorry.
I normally do forward heavy punch.
Okay.
Yeah, I like doing the big anchor personally.
Just for that little bit of extra damage.
Yeah, a little bit extra damage. Nice. So,
Oh. Is that all one button?
it's three buttons.
Okay. I didn't know if that was all like heavy.
Yeah.
But
But the thing is, okay, so block low.
Yeah.
So when you see this, get ready for the overhead.
Yeah, just immediately. Okay.
Yeah, so
Swap to
block low first.
Yep.
And then block high.
Yep.
You see that?
And then it's the
You
same
use
motion, right? It's down, then back, down, then back, down, then back.
Yeah, down back, then back, down back, then back.
Right.
So that's something that you wanna remember. Is just you have to remember what these characters can do. Because I think also at this point where you're at is that you just need to know matchup knowledge.
Yeah, I just need to play a bunch.
Yeah.
Is essentially what it comes down to.
And that was it. What'd you do there? You did YRC, the blue
Yeah, that
RC?
was just me pressing buttons.
Yeah, so don't forget about that.
Yep. Yeah, I think in terms of like how much I actually have played is my Mei on here is like level 80-ish, and online or on PC it's like 25, which is maybe like 10 matches max. So I definitely have not played that much. Probably less than 30 hours cumulatively.
Yeah, it's definitely you definitely want to play longer. And then that Final Fantasy 14.
I play that a lot. I get gifted subs though when I play that, so there's an incentive.
Yeah, that's true. That Final Fantasy 14.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but I think overall, like, you like I said, you definitely know what to do. It's just that you just have to just get it like into your muscle memory. Because I think that's the hardest part is trying to get it into your muscle memory.
Right. Yeah.
So I think once you get into your muscle memory, it's gonna change like a lot.
Yeah, I just gotta play. I'm kind of looking through my notes to see. We covered most of it. A lot of this stuff was just me writing things down, like stop canceling your super jump, idiot, versus Potemkin.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So
Yeah, I think a lot of times you should just like because you like say you play very aggressive.
Yeah.
Is to slow it down. Slow it down. Sometimes air dash forward without pressing a button helps a lot. And because Mei can also be played very defensively.
Right.
By just throwing dolphins and just air backdashing like heavy slash, like that's like really really strong. Like yeah, like that strategy alone it hits people so much.
I fought I was confused. Oh, I should have waited. I fought a Sol yesterday who was the most defensive Sol player I've ever fought. And I was so frustrated because he was just destroying me. Like, he was just outright destroying me.
Just from a defensive point of view.
Yeah, yeah. Well.
Oh, the roaming cancel.
Yeah,
You'd have
I
killed
thought
me there.
about doing it. I honestly, it's not knowing. How do you roam and cancel normally without macro? What's the input?
You could hit three attack buttons.
Okay.
So just hit the 3 top buttons, I would say.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just need to do that then. God, that's just... She's brutal. She uses combos for days.
Yeah, she's also a frame trap character, meaning like if you don't know what her frame data is,
yeah,
it's very tough. So with her, everything about her offense starts from slash. Everything about it starts from slash. So what you want to do is so if you block low, for example.
Yeah.
So everything. A lot of times they'll just do this.
Yep.
Right, and then they will go into a special move. Right. So if you see this, that's safe, but it's negative, so you can continue your turn afterwards.
Got it.
But if I do this, that's plus. So
that's
if you press
restart,
a button,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. If you press a button, think of it as like it's a heavy Totsugeki.
Okay.
Right. That move is a heavy Totsugeki. So if you block that, it's my turn again. But because it's like a heavy Totsugeki, that means there's a gap. So if you see this, you can press crouching punch. Press crouching punch out.
So after the thing, okay.
Yeah, so once you see that move lunge at you, just press crouching punch. No, before. You want to press it before.
Oh, I was late.
So press it before it hits you. You see that?
Okay, it'll drop her. Okay.
You hit me out of it. Right, you hit me out of it. It's pretty much the same as like the properties of heavy Totsugeki. It's literally the same format. It's just you just have to like be aware that it's coming, because obviously. It's like, think of it as like, every time you do heavy Totsugeki, you probably notice that when you people press buttons afterwards, and then they get hit.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the same thing with Giovanna. But obviously there is a weakness to it. There's a gap. So if the opponent finds out the gap, it makes your life a living hell. Right?
Sure.
So that's how you kind of can condition Giovanna to play more honest, if you're able to see this move and then just challenge it accordingly.
Okay. Oh.
Nice! That was sick! That was good. Oh, roaming cancel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep saying it.
No, you should. Oh, the backdash caught me. Is it ever worthwhile? Because like a lot of times when I get stuck in a corner like that, or they knock me down after a combo and we're not in a corner, I'll usually try to jump. The only characters I need to be doing that against is like Potemkin and like I try to think of another person that would throw a lot. Maybe Sol. Everyone else just like immediately gets me on the wake up and I get another combo when I should just down back.
Yeah. I mean that's because you want to get away.
Yeah.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with having that thought process. That's a correct thought process to have. It's just that after a specific combo, you're not allowed to.
Gotcha.
Right. So think of it as like. Because in fighting games, they have things where like after a setup, people will get like certain characters get Oki, right? Oki is defined where like you continue your offensive pressure,
right?
Right. So example, if Geo hits you with this like a combo, like let's say for example this, if she hits you with this, you cannot step out of this.
That's another setup for another combo.
Yeah. Well, it's just think of it as like continuous pressure.
Gotcha.
And then if you get hit by that, then it leads into the combo.
Right.
So every character has something like that. So it's definitely something that you just have to like kind of block, right? You have to block. The only I would say the only characters that like I would say you would want to hold up against is Potemkin.
Potemkin,
right?
yeah, so you don't get command grab.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, let's say for example, let's say you down back, right? And instead like you should be like, all right, don't think of it as like damage. Think of it as like, well, at least I didn't eat like a combo.
Yeah.
Because if you try to jump out this, I hit you with that leads into like way more life, right?
Right.
That leads into way more life, and because that leads into way much more life, like you have to weigh out risk and reward from a defensive perspective.
Right.
So that is, I think, what you should keep in mind. But you do have the right idea where you should jump out, and if you do jump out, it definitely helps a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
So you just have to know which ones that you are able to jump out. If it's like a hard knockdown type of thing, like I said, like so every character has something like that, then it's gonna be very hard for you to jump out.
See, I pressed the button
right
after
here,
that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's plus. That's yep. There you go. Nice. It's like the heavy tilt stick. See that you can press a button there. That's your turn. Nice. Good job.
Uh-oh.
Nice jump out.
I got
Rumble
RC.
cancel.
I know. I'm thinking about it now. I just got to
That's
figure
good.
out the button input.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, but
you're
then
gonna kill it. No, that was still good though. It's you see, it's all about using it in a creative way, and that was a very creative way to use it. So that was great to use it there.
I think if I would have gotten under that and like gone strike, heavy strike, and then like up dolphin, it probably would have.
That would have been sick. You could do that.
Yeah.
For sure, you could do that.
I've seen a lot of like red RC where they like close slash into dolphin or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like pretty much the mid-screen combo.
Oh, that was me
Jump out
jumping.
Yeah. It's very, you have to respect that.
Nope.
Press the button there.
Yep. Going through the wall for it. I went for the Tutsugeki, even though I'm afterwards. It's like that was stupid. That's not safe.
Yeah, like I said, it takes time to follow rules, right? Because this game has a lot of follow rules scenarios, like depending on the character.
Of whose turn it is, yeah.
Yeah, just think of it as like how when you play Mei and you hit someone with heavy Totsuke, someone blocks heavy Totsuke, you know it's your turn, and the other person shouldn't be pressing buttons.
Right.
But people still press buttons. This is natural, right? It's just natural because people don't want to take all this pressure. That's what it comes down to, right?
Right.
People are just like, I'm tired of using this pressure, but sometimes it doesn't matter if you're tired of it. You gotta still take it. Roman cancel. Oh, you got something.
No,
you're trying though.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You're just canceling too late. That's all.
That was dirty. The little fucking straight up just forward P, 6P in midair into the RC for the extra damage.
But it's good. No, it's good. It's good that you're nice. Good job. It's good that you're changing it up. Because I think that's what's going to help you have way more fun with the game as well too.
Yeah.
When you're doing more, just doing more different stuff like you said. You're doing the same thing over and over again. And yeah, I mean, anyone would get bored of it just based on that. But if you change like the way you play, the way you hit combos and everything, and you want to land some sick shit, then and it's gonna change your whole outlook.
Was that over, or was I just not blocking?
No, so you try to hold a different direction. It seems like you're trying to hold up.
Dirty.
That super does so much damage.
Yeah, yeah. And it's pretty easy to land in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Oh, I should have just punched instead of toots.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
you missed it.
Yeah, that was me thinking too much about which button I need to push.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, because you're not using, if you're trying not to use the macro button, it's gonna be something to get used to.
No, I knew that was gonna go bad, and I still pushed the button anyways.
That's your favorite button.
It is. But I've gotten better somewhat about not pushing it.
Yeah. Nice block, see? If you swung there, you'd have lost, but you didn't.
Yeah.
That was sick. That was good.
Uh-oh.
Just to cancel.
That was me just pressing buttons.
Yeah, that was a scramble situation, which makes it very difficult. So you weren't wrong there. It's just that like Giovanna won the scramble there.
Right. I was trying to get over faster, but
yeah, what you want to do there is more like to avoid scramble situations. Is like I would say for now, just block. Yeah, I would say just now, just you want to just block more on wake up.
Okay.
Because you don't know, you don't know what would happen in a scramble situation.
Got it.
Especially if you're in a corner, right? If you're in a corner and you're in a scramble situation, it's a higher chance that you will get screwed from it because you're closer to the wall.
Okay.
Right? Because if you lose the scramble situation, right, then that's an instant wall break. You give the opponent positive meter bonus, right? So that it can go all bad, right? So that's why blocking is very, very important sometimes. Just kind of be like, you know what? I'm not going to contest in this fight. You know, I'll come back and fight another day. Challenge.
I'm still trying to Tutsugeki there instead when I should just 6P.
Yeah.
Then I pressed up
6P
there.
or just block, right? 6P or just block if you don't react fast.
God, that's absurd damage with just 7 hit combo.
Yeah, she hits like a tank.
Yeah. I feel like everything just combos off of her.
She's a very ground-based heavy character.
Yeah.
Very, very ground-based heavy character. I think if anything, if you stay in the air against her, like you actually do way better.
Most Geos, at least around where I'm at in the ladder, will, instead of how you're connecting from neutral or whatever with the super, they do the jump in, and I just 6P and it gets immediately stopped. So I feel like now they've stopped doing that. Like it was kind of crazy going back to the game after like 4 or 5 days of not playing. I feel like everyone around my level like moved forward in the meta of that tower level, and now everyone does different shit, and I just missed that entire evolution in a lot of ways.
Yeah, no, but I mean, as long as you just learning new ways to counter it, and just follow follow taking turns. Right? If you follow the rule of taking turns, then you'll have a much easier way of just defending against people.
Sure. Millia's a mix-up queen, man, and then the combos in the air are just crazy. feel like I can't ever like even challenge her in the air.
So
Unless I'm like
against
like punching and that's it. If
Yeah.
I heavy, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, against Millia, if you air backdash into heavy slash,
Yeah.
you actually stop a lot of my stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you see,
Sure.
yeah. So you want to do that a lot more instead of advancing forward. If you advance forward and I come at you, then I have a higher chance of winning that exchange.
Sure.
But your whole goal is like after you land, you go for like a dolphin and kind of push me there. And also, you want to, like I said, you want to use the roaming cancel to kind of like continue the pressure. I think like literally once you land roaming cancel more often with dolphin afterwards, you'll be able to see a lot more. You'll be able to see more clearly.
In terms of the options that are available.
Yeah, the options available and how to actually like do more damage. Do more damage because right now you just rely on the only roaming cancel you do is overhead, right? So you're just relying on a close range overhead after a knockdown, right? But let's say we're playing this runaway, fast paced game right here, right? We're flying around. But if you were able to land a random dolphin, random Totogeki into roaming cancel for big damage, I mean that's just well, it's just huge. It's just a huge way to capitalize off of damage that you're missing out. Because right now you're just missing out on damage.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Like I'll confirm something and then nothing comes from it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She's scary.
Yeah. Well, and you haven't even I see her. I feel like a trap that a lot of Millias around my level fall into is the like, I don't even know, the slide move, the fucking Sub-Zero slide.
That's punishable though.
It is.
Punish on block.
And that's why that's probably why you're not doing it.
Yeah, it does have a use, but you just can't do it on block. Nice block.
Oof. That was me. Just I should have faultless right there to at least push you out because I had full meter.
Flawless or YRC.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because the thing is, if you YRC somebody in the air, they get pushed back really far.
Yeah.
Nice block.
That was me blocking the other way. Even though I guess you couldn't have jumped behind me right there.
You can also jump out of that actually. Right, air dash?
Oh yeah, just jump straight.
Yeah, just jump straight up.
Oh, well.
Ooh, okay, still gets it.
Yeah.
Still gets
I didn't think that was gonna. It's one of those things where I fall into the room of like, I know they're gonna block this, and then when they don't, I'm like, oh shit, right? Because I'm already thinking too far ahead.
Yeah.
So I think I just need to play. I just need to play more. I need to put a bunch of hours into it. I should have dolphin.
That was big damage. Oh, that's still good damage though. Look at, you took a chunk. Oh, good try. Good try. Yeah, just hold up at that point.
Yeah. Can she go wall to wall?
She not without Roman cancel. She has to Roman.
She has to Roman
She
cancel.
can. Yeah, she can though. I think every character can go wall to wall at this point.
With RC.
Roman cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roman cancel is too strong. Oh, Roman cancel there.
Yeah.
Roman cancel there.
I'll have you know I pressed it there. I just didn't have the meter.
Yeah, you see, you're too focused.
Yeah. Well, that was. I like jumped out and then back into that. It's got that delayed charge up.
Yeah, at that point you would use a double jump.
Right. It's definitely one of the things where I'm not like 100%. I'm not playing reactive.
Yeah.
It's like I'm playing. Like I have my set combos. Yeah, and I'm trying to like get you into a corner rather than like, oh, I need to do this in this exact moment. It's like I need to get you in a corner. That's been the game plan.
Yeah, you're playing with what you learn and how did you win.
Yeah. Oh, I pressed up there. Shouldn't have gone for the trade. Or shouldn't have jumped in, really. Did you whiff the first throw and cancel out of it?
So she has a command dash in the forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's command dash.
Oof. That's random.
No, I mean, there's nothing. I think there's nothing wrong with using RC too. I think just using RCs in general, just like you getting used to it. Yeah, like that's what you need because you're used to overhead RC, but you're not used to using RC outside of overhead RC. Positive X. So you did the overhead again, a meter.
Well, at least
nice.
I
Yeah, you tried. Yeah, you tried. Yeah. So if you do purple RC, that means you missed. That means you did it too late.
Yeah, it was badly timed.
Yeah, because you still did it from the dolphin, but you did it while you're like popping up from the dolphin.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna probably spend some time in training just to get used to getting off.
You just have to remember to. Yeah, you just have to remember how to do it really fast. Nice anti-roll. Nice. Yeah, don't forget. Sometimes you shouldn't be pressing buttons after a stall.
I went down for the hammer there, and then like 20 punches came out.
Oh, we cancel. Ooh! Oh, that was good! Oh, that was so close! So close. Getting there.
Could have still done it there.
Oh,
I just need to turn that into red.
Yeah, that's it. It makes such a big difference, and also looks so much differently as well too.
It what? Oh, it looks so much better.
Well, it just looks so much different. Right?
Oh,
because,
yeah.
Yeah. So when you start doing red RCs after a dolphin and you continue your combo, you're just gonna see how much it makes a difference when you dish out damage. Nice. Ooh, Ooh, nice burst.
I could have RC'd right there. There I go.
Anchor, bro.
Down RC and well, see, then it connects and it's like, well, that's great. That feels great.
Yeah.
But I gotta not do that.
It's also because I'm close to you. If I'm close to you, then obviously it's not bad.
Right.
But if you whiff it
it's
from
when I
like
do
really
this. Well,
far,
it's when I do this, right? When I'm like super far, yeah.
But you're pretty good at reacting very fast with using 2H with the crouching heavy slash into anti-air. So you're doing a very good job at that. Because it's not an easy anti-air to use.
Oh, I got burst right on the last hit.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, once if you get spun the wall, you can't burst.
Yeah.
I think of it as you have burst for the next round.
Sure. I need to double jump more. I definitely always get caught on wake up, like jumping once.
Yeah. Or jumping or double jump in a different direction. Like doing jump back and then jump back, or jumping up or down.
Yeah,
upward.
I need to do that a lot. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, so don't do like up, because you get nowhere from doing up. Right?
Sure.
If you do like that and don't do it fast, don't do it right away. Do it like this and delay it, so you could kind of confuse your opponents, right? Changing up with like fast ones and then also delaying it also makes a big difference.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's probably smart.
And don't forget, air backdashing against Millia is so strong.
Yeah, instead of adder, because that will happen when it's adder, for sure. Holy shit, we only have 20 minutes left. Okay. That was fast.
We just grind it and play it.
Do you take, when you're grinding, do you take breaks? Like regimented breaks, or do you just play and grind?
I guess it really just depends. It depends on the person who I'm playing with.
Who you're playing against or as?
I'm playing against.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like I am a person that can literally just sit here play for like hours.
Right.
If anything, if I have like no tasks I need to do, for example.
Right.
But like if I play with like some of my friends, they get kind of tired. But I think it's because I'm naturally a pretty lame player by heart. So like if we played like Street Fighter, for example, and I'm very good at like mentally wearing people down because my playstyle is very obnoxious. While Guilty Gear it's a very fast-paced game, and I would say I'm pretty aggressive in Guilty Gear. So if it's aggressive, people wouldn't mind, because if you think about it, like sometimes you steamroll against opponents, right?
Right.
They don't really get a chance to play, so technically only you are the only one exerting energy off of playing at that point.
Sure.
But yeah, a lot of my friends when I play Street Fighter, after we play first to 5, first to 10, they would ask for like, oh, let me get a smoke break or like 10-minute break.
Sure.
Yeah, once I think probably like when I was 22, 23, like 12 years ago, me and 2 other guys that were really good at this game called Marvel's Capcom 2, we played for 24 hours straight.
Damn.
Yeah, just taking turns, 24 hours straight, no breaks. The only breaks we had was like, oh, let me go take a piss break. But we just actually forgot that we didn't realize that we played for 24 hours. Nice, that was good.
That was fast, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that was good.
I started thinking about it. I need to just do. No thinking, just do. That's the plan.
Well, I mean, I think thinking about doing it and then doing it and then and then just doing it afterwards is definitely the way. Because
Right.
if you don't think about it, then you'll kind of forget that you have to do it.
Right. Well, I'm saying like end gold or in
Oh yeah.
end goal. Sorry. Yeah. I need to just
okay,
where it
okay.
just happens. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we got like 15 minutes. Chad, if you guys have any questions about things that you have issues with, feel free to throw it in there in both of our chats. I've got both of them up, and I know Justin's watching his chat, so we'll do a little bit of user questions. I'm gonna try to grind. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Next Friday, do you know what Path of Exile is?
Yeah, it's like a Diablo thing, right?
Path of Exile
Diablo.
is video game crack. Okay, it is my addiction, and they have a brand new league next week on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably not play Guilty Gear that weekend because I do. You know how you were talking about like 20 hours. I do like 20 hours, 4 hours of sleep, 20 hours, 4 hours of sleep, 20 hours, 4 hours. Like I go pretty ham in that game. So that will be, I think, before then. From now till then, I think I'm just gonna grind as much Guilty Gear as I can. Like I'm gonna make it a goal to just grind away, whether it's off stream or on stream. I'm gonna play a lot.
No, that's good. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know, like because of your schedule, you play a lot of different games, right? You're variety. So because you're variety, you're gonna have less time to play like games that require you to practice a lot.
Right. I've been putting in like at least before the week, where the week last week where we painted and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing like 2 or 3 hours each night off stream.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's just more of like you want to make sure that what you are practicing, it just affects into your game.
Right. Yeah. And I definitely noticed it. Right. Like after the break, I definitely noticed the degradation of the knowledge that I had of like, oh right, I need to do that. Oh right, I need to do that. Okay, I need to also do that, etc.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's the most important part about today's lesson, is that you were able to visually see that you made a mistake here and you could have done better here by doing this without me telling you.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That's the most important part, is being aware of what you're doing wrong and versus what you're doing right.
Right.
Because the thing is, you, like I said, you're under the game plan right now. I can see what do you want, and it's good. It's nothing wrong with what you want. It's more of like how to optimize that gameplay to make more rewards happen in your favor.
Yeah. Just get more damage out of each action rather than
just
just
get
like
more damage,
hitting a dolphin and then saying,
"Oh, let's put layers."
Yeah, hitting a dolphin and then following it up with another dolphin and being like, "Hey, I did it," instead of like, "Hey, I need a dolphin and do an RC and make that into a 4 or 5 hit combo," right? Like a 40% instead of a 10%.
Yep.
Yeah,
and a wall break too.
And a wall break, yeah, depending on where we're at, for sure.
Yeah, so that's I would say that's huge. So I think if you once you practice that and get that down, that's going to be like big. You're gonna be like, holy shit, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. Neo in my chat says, what is some good advice for Soul players who are new to fighting games?
Okay, so
not a loaded question, by the way. This is a legitimate question, no troll answer.
Okay, this is okay. So usually I have a troll answer, right? I always okay. So Soul is a god. Obviously, Soul is a god.
Yeah.
But if you are new to fighting games, I do think that Soul is the perfect character for that, because the way I think Arc Systems has designed Soul is to encourage newer players to play this game. So when you just hit buttons with Soul, do like standing slash into standing heavy slash into quarter circle forward kick, that's like a 25% combo. So that's kind of where you want to live right there. That standing slash button where he lunges forward with his fist into your gut, into your stomach, that's going to be the button that you press the most, especially when you're a new player. So I do recommend just focusing on just like the standard ground combos that he can do.
Yeah.
And once you're able to practice the standard ground combos, take it online. Trust me, people will be pissed off.
It's very true. People will get very salty against any Soul player for sure. But the nice thing is that it's a fighting game. So people will always say, yeah, but you play X, or yeah, but you play Y. So there's always a comeback when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's you can always count on that. Any comments or questions from your chat?
Ozzy Bozic. Can you even play lane in Strive though? I play Kai at floor 8. Any thoughts? So I do think you could play lane in Strive if you're playing like Axel or Faust. But the thing is that the definition of lame in this game is very different compared to a definition of lame in Street Fighter. This game is more of like, if you want to play lane, you have to play more reactive. And what I mean by that is, if your opponent is going to air dash at you, you want to react accordingly and punish them for air dashing at you. You want to make sure you play reactive to kind of not let your opponent just kind of maul you to death. That's the lame in Strive, because if you were able to protect yourself from against offensive attackers, and the offensive attacker is going to get frustrated, and that's where you pretty much can just tell how to win the rest of the match after you see after you sense the frustration in their gameplay.
Makes sense. Someone in my chat, Iskavan, says, at what point would you recommend playing other characters to learn what they can do?
Me personally, my favorite thing in any fighting game is to first master the character that you are interested in. So let's say my main character.
Yeah.
So I love playing Mei throughout this whole entire month. After I felt like I had a great understanding of how to play Mei, I started learning the rest of the cast. The only character I don't know how to play yet is Zato. But that's going to be a work in progress. A lot of people do. I mean, it's like if you're a Zato main, you stay as a Zato main. Sure. There's nobody that's currently like, oh, I'm a pocket Zato player, right? But he's definitely my goal on my goal to learn, just because I like to learn every character in any fighting game I play. So I would say once you master your main character and you feel very comfortable, you have all the combos down, all the setups down, and you just feel really good about it, start picking out other characters to kind of learn what they can do in terms of pros and cons, and then that's going to make you overall a better player, just because you'll be able to understand matchups more often.
Right. Is there any benefit to kind of push the question a little bit further? Is there any benefit to, like, one of the things that I did initially when I started playing Mei was I went and just found, whatever the top quote unquote ranked Mei was. And I grabbed a bunch of the replays and just like watched her versus different characters. Is that beneficial, or is that going to be like information overload for, a relatively new player to the fighting game world? Is there too much to gain from that, or is it beneficial?
I think it's beneficial because obviously if you watch like high ranked players, and you might not be able to understand what they're doing or what their thought process is if you're a new player, right? But what you can take away from watching those type of replays is what type of combos are they doing,
right?
And if you can distinguish like what type of combos they're doing, what buttons they're pressing while they're doing the combos, that's where you kind of pretty much copy paste. Right? You copy the combos that they're doing and you compare it to your combos. Let's say, you look at the damage and you compare it to your combos, like, damn, my combo does 30%, but the best player that's online does a 60% combo of something similar, a similar strategy. That's the takeaway that you want to do. You want to compare what the game plan that you're doing versus their game plan and kind of go with it. You don't have to take it too deep if you're a newer player, but I definitely suggest to compared at least the damage output ratio in terms of if he hits you here with this button and I do a similar combo, compare the damage ratio. That's the important part.
Right. Okay. Let's see if I've got any more questions.
This one says, in what situations do you typically want to look to utilize Wake Up Super with Mei? Personally, I don't like doing Wake Up Super. I think I would say most of the time I do Wake Up Super with Mei. A lot of times people block it, so it's kind of like it's just a heartbeat. If you want to do Wake Up Super with Mei, most of the time you want to do it with 100% tension, just so you can make the Wake Up Super safe. But also The only time I do like some type of hard read super is from a string. So if somebody's doing a pressure string on me, I have a higher chance of doing a reversal super there instead of a wake up super. Because I feel like with wake up super, people will know like, okay, they have it in the back of their minds that, oh, okay, this May player might wake up super, but it's less likely for a person to say, oh, this May player might reversal super my block strings. Usually that's not the case.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I've always been, I feel like the wake up super is it's like the last hope. It's like, you know, it's the copium, right? Of like, hey, if I land this, I'm going to win, but I'm waking up, I'm coming up from the ground. I could probably just block and maybe do something else. There's probably better things to do, but what if this super lands, right?
Yeah. What if the super lands? I mean, what if they block it? How come it's always what if the super lands? Why isn't it the first thought? What if he blocks it?
Well, that's because it feels better if it lands, not what feels worst. It's what feels best.
Okay, but it should, I mean, I think it should be kind of like a 50-50.
Well, I mean, it is essentially, but it's more like a 80-20 in terms of them blocking it 80% to you actually landing at 20%. But yeah. And also, I will say it could be a bad habit, right? Like you can build bad habits off that. If you find success at lower skill levels, it's not going to be successful. Like I feel the higher you go up on the ranking, the more and more likely that people are just going to block. So
yeah, the only time I would say like wake up super is good is if you have the mindsets where, let's say, like if you're able to confuse your opponent. So with May, instead of like, let's say there's a lot of times instead of wake up super, if you know your opponent's gonna wake up super, then you wake up, press a button, right? So I think from that sense, it would give the opponent to be like, oh, this guy likes to wake up buttons, right? So I'm gonna melee this person, right? I'm gonna make sure I press a button every single time. But then because your wake ups are very, let's say, erratic, then you could sneak in a wake up super. But if it's very telegraphed, then obviously somebody could just look at it and be like, oh, he's gonna wake up super, and then they're gonna block. Yeah. So you want to make sure you mask that kind of like feeling that you're gonna wake up super.
Sure, that makes sense. Trying to see if I've got any more. I think we might be good. Do you have any in yours? One final question.
Let's see. Dizzy Gunners says, any tips for not panicking in rank matches? I feel like I play pretty well against my friends, but then I panic in rank matches and end up losing something dumb. So I feel like that is a case-by-case scenario.
Yeah.
Some people are very like, they get nervous, or they don't feel nerves at all. So I think for your case is that because there's like a ranking system, you're probably caring too much about the ranking system.
Right.
Just think about that. I like literally my whole philosophy of not getting nervous was based from me growing up in the arcades, right? So example, I was poor as shit as a kid. So I had like, my grandma would give me like $1 spent for the whole day. That means I has 4 quarters, four playthroughs, right? If I already used 3 quarters and I'm on my 4th quarter and somebody challenges me, bro, I am definitely making sure I'm not losing because I don't want to lose and then not have anything to do for the rest of the day.
Right.
So that's kind of my thought process. I just think of it as like, this is my final game. This is possibly my final game. I don't want to lose that. But overall, I think you're just probably putting too much pressure on yourself because of the ranking system. You probably want to maybe like, I want to get to Celestial VIP, get like $10 billion and show my friends I got $10 billion as my rank. I mean, it looks cool as shit. But the thing is, you're probably trying too hard to get to that instead of just having fun.
Yeah, I think I think ladder anxiety is a thing that it transcends fighting games. I think that can be applied to so many. I know people that get nervous when it comes to just like tanking in instances in Final Fantasy, right? Like things that are just like the extra influence or the extra anxiety of the unknown person. At the end of the day, I would say treat each match not as a win or loss, but one of the things that helped me is just like treat it as trying to find something that you want to accomplish and not getting a win or a loss. Because like if you accomplish it, most likely it's going to be a win. But if you don't accomplish it, then it's fine. You didn't lose against that player. You just didn't accomplish your goal, right? And so it's a little bit. It's a way to like trick your brain into ignoring the anxietal part of it and saying more of like a reward structure, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
But you also nailed it on the head. Like everyone's different, right? Who knows why you have created that anxiety in your brain to be adverse to like playing random people on the internet in a fighting game. The worst thing they can do is beat you 2-0 and that's it. They can't say anything else, right? You'll probably never see them again after those 3 matches. So I would treat it as such. But
yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's just I don't think of it as like it's when I'm playing online matches, it's kind of just like I can't. In my head, I'm like, damn, it's kind of cool that I'm playing somebody from a different state while I'm just home. That's kind of how I look at it as, right? Compared to I don't know. I just don't see it as like nothing on the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's more of like you just want to just kind of treat it as just a regular game and don't put added pressure like JP said, because that's what you're probably doing.
The other thing too is one of the best things that I think fighting games has going for it is it's actually impossible to like have a conversation and talk shit to your opponent while playing. Because if you're talking shit, you're going to generally just play worse. So if it helps you to just get rid of that anxiety, just start like talking shit to the other person in a round and like feel better about yourself and move on to the next round, right? Like they can't hear you. So you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Whereas if you're playing a MOBA, then you got to deal with like some fucking random 14-year-old cursing you out because you're in bottom lane and not having the best game, right? So just small things like that you can kind of trick your brain into doing. Cool. I think we're good. I'm gonna grind from now till next Tuesday, Mr. Wong. I'm gonna
now till Friday.
Well, now between now and the next session, I will grind, and then Tuesday to Friday, I will also grind.
Okay.
We'll put in some hours here for Guilty Gear.
Nice.
That's the plan.
Okay. Yeah, I think once you start getting the right roaming, like I said, the RC down with the dolphin, just that alone is gonna help you a lot. Yeah. Because like I said, you're already comfortable using overhead RC, so it's just changing the overhead into a different move.
Yeah. And there was this bump to get over when it came to that, right? Of like, I hope this is right. And then the more it started working, I was like, oh shit, I need to do this more often, right? I'm getting so much more damage off of this. Even if it fails, I still feel better about it failing than not doing it in the first place. So we'll definitely do that a lot more. And hopefully that's where we're at next Tuesday. So what do you got going on? Do some shout outs. Where can people check you out? What tournaments you playing on this week?
Oh man, I don't even know what tournaments I'm doing this week. But yeah, just streaming and just regular streaming. And I guess that's it. I do coaching actually now.
Yeah, I saw you were doing some coaching stuff. You want to talk about that?
So I do coaching on Metafy, which is doing great. A lot of people are actually, hitting me up about it and want to do lessons. And I just been feeding the knowledge, and it seems like they're pretty excited. I always ask them if they have any questions or do they learn a lot. And they said they love it. They learned so much. So I'm super excited to see, where they go from there. And also just me doing these lessons, actually, it actually helped me got better at the game, just because I always ask them like, oh, what's your main character before like the session, right? And they tell me XYZ character, and I just go in the lab and kind of like freshen up my knowledge of the character, just so I can make sure I become a better teacher at that point and better information I can give them. So yeah, I do coaching there for pretty much like Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, any of the retro games, and yeah, it's been pretty fun.
Awesome stuff. A month into Guilty Gear Strive, how you feeling about the game? It's got some legs on it. You think it's community's into it?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's into it. I would say before Guilty Gear, Street Fighter 5 was kind of like, the big dog.
Right.
But now, oh my god, everyone is just kind of like
Is Guilty Gear the big dog?
Yeah, Guilty Gear right now is the big dog just because of how good the netcode is.
Yeah.
And it's a new fighting game as well. New fighting game, great netcode, amazing strategy, and also a DLC character is supposed to come out this month too.
Yeah, those start rolling out here pretty soon.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people are super excited for that. And so hopefully Guilty Gear still goes up. I mean, the numbers for tournaments are still super high.
Mm-hmm.
Evo for it is next month, so that's super exciting. And there's some offline tournaments coming back in the mix as well.
Nice,
and that's going to be even more exciting. Like obviously later down this year.
Cool. Well, good stuff. I've been enjoying the tournaments. Just randomly popping in. I feel like there's a tournament every single day. Something is going down in the Guilty Gear Strive directory on Twitch. I'll just tune in and watch.
Every day is a Guilty Gear Strive tournament for sure.
Yeah, it's been awesome to watch. So I'll get my grind on. We'll be back next Tuesday with another episode of Fight Me, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for joining us, Justin. Appreciate it. Good luck in your tournaments as well.
Man.
Do you know when your next Guilty Gear Strive tournament is? Have you signed up for anything?
Oh man, I think this week is just might be a little busy, so probably not this week.
Okay, you're doing doing the casting on Thursday still, right? For the
Thursday I am. Thursday I do casting for the ICFC.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be there again as well. But Octo's been doing well. I don't know if you follow him at all. He's been in a shit ton of top 8s recently.
Yeah, he's been doing great.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see him succeed. Him and his Potemkin that's modded out of. I don't know if you've ever seen his stream. It's a mess. No. It's just a mess. He's modded.
He has a PC mod.
He's got his modded out of his mind. Nothing is default there. It's just a mess. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for us here on Fight Me. We'll be back next Tuesday, once again, 6 p.m. Eastern. We hope to see you guys there. Have a great week yourself. Get to grinding, and we'll see you then. We're out of here.
Peace out.
Bye.